A skyline there of lower Manhattan on a gorgeous day for baseball at Citi Field. It's the Nationals and the Mets. Next. Now from the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, MLB The Show has baseball from beautiful Citi Field. Game number 3 of this new season between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, and I think right now both teams are just trying to get into the flow of the season. It's a first series. You just want to get through this, start getting used to playing every day. Hopefully come out of the gate strong.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals, as their order will read like this. They'll go to work against the hard-throwing right-hander Matt Harvey, as you see his numbers there. Denard Span will head for the boxes. We are just about ready to get things going today. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike 1.
First pitch, 110.
And this is fouled straight back. 2 strikes now from Harvey. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Throw on to first will take care of Span for the game's first out. So the leadoff man is taken care of to start our finale here this afternoon. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Anthony Rendon will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Bryce Harper will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
And this ball will be chopped foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Nationals gone in order, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Now here's the starting lineup for the Mets as put forward by manager Terry Collins. They'll go to work against the American League Cy Young Award winner from 2013, the hard-throwing right-hander Max Scherzer. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. Daniel Murphy will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Mets, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Number 30 will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. And a high strike there, 0-1. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Well, there's no question that defense is not his strong suit behind the plate. You know, he's in there for his bat. Sometimes these are the trade-offs you have to be willing to accept as a manager. That'll be a pass ball.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Late decision to offer at the changeup as this is bounced to third. Now they will get the out at first, and on top of that, the runner hesitated, and he's forced to stay put.
The key here is to never panic after you clank one. Go get it, pick it up, throw the guy out.
Michael Lee will stand in. And this is low, but it's roped in quickly, and that runner will hold at second base. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
You win the Cy Young, you're going to get a few calls like that.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
Number 3 will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Runners staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Right there for strike 1. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
And the fastball here is hit on the ground, but foul. Another 0-2 coming. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Jason Worth will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
3-0 now. Due next, there's Ryan Zimmerman. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Ryan Zimmerman will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. fastball, and oh, he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Boy, a walk and then nearly a hit by pitch there. He's having himself a few problems out there.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And you can bet he's just trying to be extra careful here with a dangerous hitter at the plate. And now with that runner moving up to second base here on the wild pitch, they may just decide to put him on anyway.
Now a spin and a throw back to second. And this goes right behind him at second and into center field.
Well, the difficult part about this throw for a pitcher is that when he steps off and then spins his body like that, for a brief second there, he loses sight of the second base bag. And then when you pick it back up, you've got guys moving this way and that. Sometimes it's tough to lock back on.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. But this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Ball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Ian Desmond will step in now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. No question, this is a straight strikeout situation here.
Well, you've got a strikeout pitcher against a guy who strikes out a lot in a strikeout situation. So I guess you pretty much have all your ducks in a row.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Oh, come on.
Up high, 2-1 now.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. Number 3 camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Well, that's a disappointing at-bat right there with one out. He got it airborne all right, but he winds up hitting it straight up in the air, and as a result, he can't pick up that runner from third base.
Wilson Ramos will get his first shot here, trying to come through with 2 away and a runner at third. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. No score at this point, but a two-out hit could get a runner in from third. The 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Yunel Escobar would be next. Out of play. Now here's a ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. McCann is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Nationals leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Gary Cox will start things off in the bottom of the second.
For the Mets, center fielder, Gary Cox.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball three.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And he takes ball four. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
David Lee will take his first cuts of the ball game here. Fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Here's the 1-1. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. Fouled straight back. Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Well, if you break a guy's bat, you've almost always made a great pitch. But here, he might have gotten a little more than he bargained for as this ball's back at him. But he's able to focus on the task at hand and makes a nice play.
Michael Kadire will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch to him. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And Ramos able to look this one into his glove for out number 2.
He gets another easy pop-up there, and this is just turning into a walk in the park. It's been a pretty stress-free outing for him so far.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. And here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
You see right there on the graphic, these first 2 innings have been costly pitch-wise. He's at 35 already, and he's only through an inning and 2/3.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, they're trying to make something out of this inning after all. He's off and running here with 2 away, and he gets into second safely. So now all it'll take is a base hit to get us our first run of the game.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Yunel Escobar is ready to go here as we begin the 3rd.
For the Nationals, second baseman, Yunel Escobar.
First pitch coming. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now.
Let's do it, guys.
And his 0-2 is bounced on the ground to 3rd. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer will step in now. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Back to the top of the order now, and standing 4th is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. And that misses inside 1-0.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Swinging a ground ball to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Matt Harvey makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Matt Harvey.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Fouled back. And 2-2.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, number 28, second baseman,
Daniel Murphy will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Here's Desmond now at short. And now from the air, a jump throw. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
This is not exactly the way you want to give up your first hit of the ball game. Well, just a little infield single here does the trick. But the way this club's been swinging the bats, they'll take it.
Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Into right field. That'll drop. It's another base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And they'll get it in quickly, so it's runners at first and second now with one man out.
And these guys know that if you're going to get to a pitcher like this, you got to get to him early. Well, once he settles in, he can be really tough. But they've got 2 on against him now and only 1 out.
Michael Lee will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Come on, man, let's go.
2-0 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Close to the bag. It's second there. Now the pitch. High and away. Not close. 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Crush that pitch. Let's go.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Number 3 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early go. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
And he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Gary Cox.
Gary Cox will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ball game thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
These are the backbreakers early on. You got 2 outs, you got a chance to get out of it. Now all of a sudden 2 runs are in and they've got a decent chance here to pick up a third.
David Lee will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Now here's the first pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
Scherzer will check at first, and he'll get back in safely. Ball 2 now.
And he's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And up at the plate now, he's really in the driver's seat. I don't think they want to walk him, so this should be something good.
Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Mets 2 and the Nationals nothing. Anthony Rendon will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Circle change is cut on and missed, 0-1.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Bryce Harper will stand in here, the starting center fielder on last year's NL All-Star team. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after them.
Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. 1-1.
That's down. That's the ball. Will, are you crazy? Let's go, guys!
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. Taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Jason Worth will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Get your hot dog, yeah?
First pitch coming. Cold, strike 1 on the circle change. Good pitch.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Two and one.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And Worth among the best in baseball a couple of years ago working the count. He's got it to 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
This is up the middle, and it's going to get into center field. It's a 2-out hit.
And there you go. Maybe not the finest hit he'll ever have, but at least he's got a batting average. That's what counts in the long run.
Ryan Zimmerman will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
And this pitch is swung on and hit routinely on the ground to second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 1 left for Washington. They trail things here 2-0. Michael Kadire will stand in now, an all-star starter for the National League as their DH last year.
Michael Kadire.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Brian McCann will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled back. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, catcher,
Matt Harvey will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
A wise decision to pull it back. You've got to make sure you bunt at strikes. You're playing right into their hands if you don't.
Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1. Shows bunt here, but this one misses, ball 3.
And you got a guy up there trying to give you an out, and the last thing you want to do is walk him to put him on base for free.
And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
And when a guy is purposely trying to give himself up, you have to be able to take the out. You make an error like that, and that's going to open the door for a possible big inning.
Daniel Murphy will step in. Singleton came around to score his last time. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Grounded to third. To Escobar for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Ian Desmond will stand in now, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike one. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Oh, he goes into a slide. Can he get up and get him? He can indeed. A great play there for the first out. A look at our line score here through the first four, and as we've mentioned, just one hit for these guys this afternoon. Wilson Ramos will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Low for ball one. That missed. Close. It's ball two.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Go back to one.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Come on, Matt.
Swing, and he pops him up over near second. And this is handled easily, so quickly two are gone here to start the fifth.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Yunel Escobar will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
One, two. Fouled straight back. On the ground down the first base line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Slider. Oh, strike 3 called, and he can't believe it, but the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. Number 30 will dig in. 1 for 2 thus far.
First baseman, number 30.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here comes another 0-2. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Way outside. 1-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
The 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. Those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Michael Lee will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And he has to lunge to get to this one as it's fouled off to the right. 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Here it comes. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Number 3 will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Well, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
On a big swing there at a fastball, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. Span is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Yeah, a dangerous pitch right there. 2-0 to a middle-of-the-order guy, and he gets away with it and gets him to lift an easy fly ball.
Gary Cox will dig in. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Two runs, 4 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. The 1-0 pitch. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
David Lee, we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Here's a hard hit ball that's going to get over the head of Desmond to short. It's a base hit. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guys throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager. And the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Tanner Roark is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Michael Kadire will be the first one to greet him now as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Don't chase anything bad.
On the ground is second. On to Desmond for the force, and the inning is over. Mets forced to settle for one here in the inning. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 3 and the Nationals nothing. Brian Goodwin will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
67, Brian Goodwin.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. First offering on the way. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Denard Span will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Tough pitch right there. That's 96 in on the hands. You just got to let that one go.
Let's go.
And the 1-1 is on the ground down to third. Throw gets him 2 down.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Anthony Rendon will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
Now a swing, and here's another chance down there at third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now, and it'll be the 6'6" lefty Matt Thornton that's called upon. Brian McCann will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Ryan McCann.
Eight, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
1-1.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Swing and a high chopper. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Matt Harvey will bat for himself here with his guys up 3 here in inning number 6. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Daniel Murphy will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
The 1-1 on its way to Murphy. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Fouled back. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Bryce Harper will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Harper.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Oh, he had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Jason Worth will step in, a base hit in his last time. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them. And this was another example right there.
Ryan Zimmerman will come in now with 2 away. And to this point, at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
First pitch on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 3-0. Number 30 will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
First baseman, number 30.
Inside with what looked like the slurve, 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Michael Lee will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. On good opposite field power here as this fastball is taken high and deep to right. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. And that, folks, is his first home run in the big leagues. It's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I remember mine. I hit it in my first at-bat of the 1992 season against the San Diego Padres. It's hard to describe exactly what you feel as you round the bases, but as you can imagine, it's pretty awesome. You know, hopefully he can get that ball back soon so it can go in his trophy room.
Number 3 to try and turn it around. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far. First pitch coming. And he takes ball 1.
That's the ball. Wow. Let's go.
Right field. There to take it in is Harper, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Gary Cox will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1. Two out, nobody on. Now the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. David Lee would be next. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and trouble here for Escobar. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now Ian Desmond will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looks to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Yunel Escobar will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row he's set down now, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 4-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Aaron Barrett will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Danny Espinoza is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. David Lee will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
The shortstop, David Lee.
And this is hit hard on the ground toward short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Michael Kadire will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
This is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Rendon down to third. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Kadire, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher,
Brian McCann will step in. A ground-out victim as last time. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Now the shift won't matter here as this is skied out to center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Danny Espinoza will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Second baseman, Danny Espinosa.
First pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. He's got it. And the throw gets him at first base as he threw that one from his fanny, but he gets him anyway for the first out.
Well, they say pitching and defense is what's going to win you ball games, and we've seen evidence of both in this one. That's an incredible play right there, and it's just part of the reason why this guy still has a shutout working.
Denard Span will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1 and 2. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. On to first, and now the Nationals are down to their final out here.
He continues to plow right through these guys. My man's working on a 1-hit shutout.
Anthony Rendon will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off his shutout.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
That's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. He started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets That finished off a 3-game sweep here on home soil as this one is over.
Boy, what a performance of pitching that we just saw. He was so close to putting his name into the record books, but he's going to have to settle for that complete game one-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
You have to figure he'll probably be replaying that one hit he allowed over and over in his mind tonight. Nevertheless, he was absolutely brilliant on the mound all throughout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 4-0. So long from New York.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious New York Mets. 4 runs on 6 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Nationals, no runs, just 1 hit, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Matt Harvey. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Max Scherzer. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.